Hi guys, my name is Jess Vida and this is my Biopsychosocial Assessment lab activity. So I work for Thrive Wellness and Recovery. It is a substance use and mental health treatment center. I work at one of the reintegration residential programs, but I'm doing my internship at our outpatient clinic. So when I was thinking about the population that I work with and I think about all of the challenges that they face, I think that probably across the board, the biggest issue that I have seen or that clients bring up, and it's not just at a client level, but even really at a community level, is the current homeless problem. Um, there are programs that assist individuals with financial and housing assistance, but personally, I feel that the system tends to be broken and almost aims to keep individuals stuck within the cycle of poverty. I've found through, experience and working with this population that while they do provide assistance, once a client starts to work and they make more than a set amount, or they're working over the specific allotted hours for the financial assistance, they are then cut off and lose those needed resources, and that kind of pushes many of them back below that poverty line, and a lot of times they will end up losing their housing, just simply because they haven't been able to navigate or maintain or haven't had assistance long enough to kind of get them rolling and back on their feet. And then you'll find that people are losing their jobs, and tend to either return or start to engage in substance use or illegal activities to get by. I also feel that there's a great deal of stigma within the community regarding the population. There's a lot of people who tend to believe that individuals are choosing to live this way, or that they've put themselves in this situation due to things like use. And I think that there's a lack of understanding about the cyclical process of how this works. A lot of these individuals too are consistently moved around, as law enforcement will break up those encampments, and they're just kind of continuing to meander and try to figure out what's next. I do feel like programs like DSS, while they're helpful, I just think that maybe it's about looking at and reevaluating how much assistance or how long assistance might be able to be given to these individuals, to kind of get a clearer picture of what that looks like or how they could be better served. I feel like, they should have a little more time to work and get back on their feet before, they're just having these services cut off. And I do feel like there should be more available and affordable housing options. With things like, the current government shutdown, it does make these issues a little more difficult to navigate. Within my own local community, we do have a lot of different agencies who have, income-based housing or housing that is specialized and based for individuals who are dealing with substance use and mental health disorders. But those are typically filled up fairly quickly and the wait lists are long. So, I want to continue to work with my agency to advocate for reform and work with local agencies to raise awareness and build support around the issue, to see, if there's any different options that we have. My agency and another agency in the community are currently actually building new apartments. If I remember correctly, I believe it is 100 apartments that will be split, 50 for one agency, 50 for the other. So that is opening up some options, but I think that this is something that's going to take a little more time and a little more effort and a little more advocating to really fully, navigate and fix the issue. So that was my biopsychosocial assessment, and I look forward to hearing each of yours.